What's good, family? So today I got something a little special for you. I wanted to turn my brain off today. So what did I decide to bring to the table? A little bit of Joltik box. So let me not waste y'all time. We play one copy of Iron Leaves, which once it hits the field, we can attach any amount of energy to it, right? Yeah, any amount of energy from our other Pokemon to the Iron Leaves. This can sort of win us the dark matchups against things like Charizard EX and Zoroark and Marnie's Grimmsnarl. 2 copies of Iron Hands, the most brain-dead attacker in the entire format, which is going to combo really well with Joltik, which searches 2 grass, 2 lightning energy, and attaches them to any of our Pokemon in play. 1 copy of Galvantula is going to ensure that we have a really hard-hitting basic attacker. Miraidon is going to ensure that we can get our Pokemon out at any point during the game. Copies of Pikachu EX is going to be... Oh, we play 2 copies of Miraidon, 1 Galvantula, 2 copies of Pikachu EX to hit for the 300 beautiful number, and we're going to make sure that that can actually take a couple of KOs. Latias EX is going to be our basic free retreater. Clefairy is going to be our Dragapult counter. So just in case you guys were wondering how this deck beats Dragapult, it's with Clefairy. 1 copy of EX allows us to copy the attacks of our opponent's active Pokemon, and allows us to drop to 3 in case we need to. And with the free retreat, it's a great pivot. 1 copy of Fez is going to allow us to draw until we have, or draw 3 cards after one of our opponent gets knocked out during our opponent's last turn. 1 copy of Bloodmoon Ursaluna is going to be there just in case our opponent takes a lot of prize cards and we want to be able to smack for free. 1 copy of Earthen Vessel is going to ensure that we get the energy that we want. 3 copies of Nest Ball is also going to ensure that we get the basic Pokemon that we want. So things like Pikachu EX, Latias EX, Miraidon EX to sort of get our attackers going. 4 copies of Pokégear is going to ensure that we get the supporters that we want from our deck. So if we want to grab ourselves something like an Arven, a boss that we play 4 of because we're brain dead, and things like that, we're going to be able to grab it with Pokégear. 1 copy of Prime Catcher is going to be able to allow us to get our active spot out of the way and be able to take a free 2 or 3 prize KO with Iron Hands. 1 copy of Super Rod, because if you're losing a whole lot, then you're really going to be on the losing side of this deck. 4 copies of Ultra Ball with the added 3 Nest Ball is going to basically guarantee that we're going to be able to get something going on our first turn. 1 copy of Gravity Mountain, which what it does is each stage 2 Pokemon loses 30 HP. It's going to bring our Dragapults and things like that to 290. Our Zards are going to be going down to 300, which is going to be the perfect amount that Pikachu EX needs to attack. The only Pokemon that avoids Gravity Mountain, 1-hit KO Pikachu, are things with 340 HP. So things like Torterra EX, which I have beef with. 3 copies of Arven are going to ensure that we get the tools and the item cards that we need, like our Bravery Charms, our EXP shares, our energy capsules, and our rescue board, and grab our items like Nest Ball and things like that. 4 copies of Boss, as I mentioned before. 4 copies of Crispin is going to be able to allow us to attach our energies to Pikachu just in case we need to get that thing ready for an attack. Single copy of Iono, because we really want to try and keep as many cards in our hand as we possibly can feasibly do. 1 copy of Bravery Charm is going to allow us to get our basic Pokemon an extra 50 HP, because why not? 1 copy of EXP Share is going to be attached to our bench Pokemon, which means that once our active Pokemon gets knocked out, we can move an energy from that Pokemon to the Pokemon with the EXP Share attached. 1 copy of Future Booster Energy Capsule is going to give our future Pokemon 0 retreat cost, and it's going to allow them to hit a little bit harder. 1 copy of Rescue Board is going to reduce our retreat cost by 1, and if the Pokemon has 30 HP or less, it's going to get a free retreat cost. We don't really need Air Balloon here, because there aren't really any 2 retreat cost attackers that can't be avoided using the Latias. So we play 5 copies of Grass, 5 copies of Lightning, and then 2 Metal and 2 Psychic. So there you go. There's Joltik box. I'll see you guys in game number 1. Welcome to game number 1 with Joltik box. We're going to be going against a deck that sees like it might be a little bit of a Dragon Bonanza. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Cerulean Cave Rocks. Gotta love to see it. Love to see the support for our VGC partners. Well, ain't real. Anyway, they do flip heads on the coin flip, and they are going to choose to probably go first, right? You totally want to go first. Alright, that's rough. So, Joltik Box never wants to go first, but we're going to go ahead and grab a horrible opening hand. So, I don't even know what to do here. So, we're gonna promote the Lillie Clefairy. At least give them... Ooh, they're playing Dragon Ball, probably. Yeah. There's a Miraidon, so we're going to at least be able to get some stuff set up. We're going to tandem unit here for a Miraidon and a Joltik. And then we're going to use a second tandem unit to grab an Iron Hands. And probably a Pikachu. Yeah. Filling up our bench nice and early. We're going to put an EX... No, we don't need the EXP share. We're just going to pass the turn right here. We should have probably given some bench space for Latias, right? Definitely should have given some bench space for Latias. But you know what? If we top deck something like Crispin, we'll be fine. And there's the MEW and Dreepy. So maybe our Pokégear isn't going to get us anything after all. Maybe we won't be able to use our Pokégears. That's rough. That sucks. But hey, you know what? It's the name of the game. It's the way the cards are played, so I can't really get too mad at it, right? Unless you have the... do you have the attached retreat, though? There goes Professor's Research Counter Catcher. What exactly do we grab here? A Latias with it. Okay, they don't even need the energy. Gotta love to see it. Yeah, so we have the unfortunate reality that we lost the coin flip, but I don't know how Joltik Box actually does in a Dragon Ball. Think of us an Iono. Thank the good Lord above. Give me something nice. Talk to me nice, baby. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Thank you. Is this how it goes with Joltik Box? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be too upset about it, because we're not going to be getting a... So we're not going to be able to get a knockout here, but I am going to Crispin onto the Lillie's, Clefairy, and Joltik, retreat the Lillies into Joltik, and then start loading up our Iron Hands. I think that's our only route. Are we Arven for Rescue Board? Retreat. Yeah, that might be our best play here. Arven for Rescue Board. Is it here? Yes, it is. And the item card really doesn't matter because we can't play them anyway. Rescue Board goes on to Lillie's Clefairy. We're going to go ahead and retreat into Joltik. Attach the Grass Energy, and we are going to Jolting Targe to get our Iron Hands ready. Welcome to Joltik Box. We are now ready to take 2 and 3 prize KOs here. And I already see a route. I already see a way. This is a problem. So... do they just feed us a Badoo here? They're going to use Dusclops, probably take out the Joltik, I would assume, if they were... if they're smart, they'll probably use it on Pikachu. That would be the best play. But I guess we'll see the intelligence of our opponent here. Because there's a couple of options that they could take here. Just a couple. Just a couple. I want to assume that they'll go ahead and just, waste my goddamn time. So they're going to sit here and just do absolutely nothing because that's what your opponents on TCG Live love to do. They just sit there and stare at their cards, and because there's so many glowing cards on the screen, they're having trouble figuring out what to play. And here I am eating or playing a deck that Crayon Ears eat. So do you have the Rare Candy Dragon Ball? You have the Rare Candy Dragon Ball. I assume I am going to get Jet Headbutted for 70. I would assume that that's probably what's going to happen here. Oh, they just hit you, Pollen. So they're going to give me... free prizes here? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but it's like... we'll go ahead and grab the Crispin to grab our Metal and Psychic, right? No, we need Metal Grass. Doesn't really matter which one we keep in hand. We're just going to attach them both to Pikachu anyway, which they're probably going to try and get a Dusknoir on at some point during this game. So we are going to attach the Energy Capsule, which... is it working? Yeah, okay. I'm tripping. I genuinely thought it wasn't working there for a second. So there's 2 prize cards, taking out the Badoo right there. Yeah, that's how Joltik. And we get 2 boss out of the prize cards. I see a boss KO on Hawlucha. If they give me a prize right here, then that's not going to be good news. That's going to be bad news. Horrible news even. Despicable news. If you want to go so far. But I am going to need my Gravity Mountain to be able to take out that Dragon Ball though. Unless I want to take the KO on Latias and Pikachu. In which case, I swear on my soul if you give me Badoo again. Give me Badoo again, we're going to have an actual problem. Thank you. Okay, so there's the KO on Joltik with Dusclops. It's going to give me a prize card here, which never feels horrible. They're probably trying to get the Psychic Energy out of the prize cards or something like that. Which, even if they did, wouldn't help them in this matchup. Like, at all. Like, not even one bit. Yo, be so for real with me right now. Are we deadass that stuck? Gang, I will pass a turn for you. Counter Catcher. On to what, Badoo? Miraidon. Yeah, so that's a slight issue, but nothing I can't deal with. With the use of a Crispin. So what do you need again? I need to get the lightning energy. So we need to grab a lightning and link a grass. Let's grab the psychic energy. Let's put the psychic in hand. Attach the lightning Pikachu. Put this on Miraidon. I really made a silly little mistake by not putting Latias into play whenever I had the chance, but it's fine because we're gonna be taking out the 2-prize KO here. And Phantom Dive is not going to be... Yeah, I think we just have game. I think we just win. This deck is so stupid. I don't get how people play this and, like, not... Like, I really want, like, a mad... I'm mad that this is effective. Don't get me wrong. It seems like it's a good deck, right? But I'm mad that it's dysfunctional. There isn't... Finally, we get a Phantom Dive off, but it's not going to matter because I got boss in hand. I play 4 boss's orders. 4. 4, no Travis. So let's go ahead and see what you put the damage counters on, because it really ain't gonna matter. We're just lying. What he really thought. For a second there, I thought. Yeah, that was real cute. Anyway, let me see that hello. And let's go ahead for hit for 300 for game number 1. Like this stupid. And y'all are not real people when you play this deck. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for game number 1. We are 1-0 with Joltik box right now. Let's go ahead and keep it simple. Alright, moving on to game number 2 right here. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on for my opponent. Let's see what they're doing. They're gonna flip tails on the coin flip. I turned the game audio off because in post I'm gonna have to turn my decibel level up because it is quite loud here, and I would rather not the background noise get picked up by the microphone, but there's nothing really much I can do for God knows how long. So I guess I really just can't really do anything about it. So I guess you guys are gonna hear my voice and the music, and that's gonna be all. No game audio, unfortunately. UEX is gonna get into our hand right here. We're gonna place it down onto the board, and we do have the Arven top deck. We're gonna Nest Ball here for maybe a Latias or something like that. Are we going first or second? They're going first. Okay, so we are gonna be able to get the Joltik out immediately. So maybe we go Nest Ball Miraidon, and then we go ahead and use Arven to grab another Nest Ball for the Latias. Or maybe we don't need the Latias at this very second, but let's go ahead and see what they got going on right now. And they do end up starting off with nothing but a Fez. That's going to be interesting. The Poffin does actually hit the field, so we are going to... is it Charizard? No, Tepig Varoom. Interesting. So an Emboar box, maybe? Firebox? We might be able to get something cool going off right here, but all I see in that Varoom is a free 2 prize cards. So let's go ahead and see what they do here. Probably just going to straight up pass here. They already played their Puff, and they can't play supporter. They might get an energy down to get the retreat off, but that would be kind of risky for them to do so. So who knows? Maybe they got some. Maybe they got something planned. Maybe. But either way, the balloon does go onto the Varoom, so that's cool. That's the wrong air balloon. We had this problem in our last game. So people really need to start reading cards. People just don't read, and it's actually like low-key annoying. People be forgetting how to read. Stop forgetting. Like, we've been over this before. Let's go ahead and grab Miraidon. I was about to say, did we prize our Miraidons? I sure hope not. We're gonna bench you, get that Pikachu ready to get some stuff going on, and we're gonna go for an Iron Hands and probably... Do we do double hands? I think we do double hands. No, let's go for 1 hands, and then we can grab Latias later on down the line. I think we attach the Charm here to this hands, and then we just get the Jolting Charge, because the free retreat really doesn't matter much, considering we are just going to be swinging really hard immediately. Maybe we get the retreat, go into Iron Hands, boss KO the Varoom or something like that. But Varoom doesn't have a stage 2, at least as much as I'm aware. Maybe they play the Riverroom EX, maybe? Is there one? I'm not really too sure. I could be wrong about that, but then again, who the hell would actually know if there's a Riverroom EX in this format? Let's be completely real with ourselves here. So, Ultra Ball comes out. They're still trying to decide what valuables to discard right now. There are a couple of cards in their hand that are definitely applicable to be discarded, like their Rare Candy Embor. They can probably get rid of those two for me. PAF and TM Evo. I don't want to believe those were the two least valuable cards in your hand right now, because that would be bad news for me. That'd be horrible news, actually. Devastating, if you will. But I guess we'll see what they sort of got in their deck right now to sort of play against us with. But, guess we'll go ahead and see what they pull out right here. They're taking their time, as TCG Live players tend to do. Reshiram EX. Now, what are we playing against? And Arven does come out right here. Maybe they grab TM Evo? TM Evo Poffin, maybe? Yeah, I swear, Air Balloon got reprinted, and people are playing the wrong one. This is the second time it's happened. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm actually embarrassed. Who told Unk this was Air Balloon? But they are going to get the Earthen Vessel to get rid of it. Yo, they're just tossing everything in their hand right now. Did they just give up? Have they given up on winning the game? Because that might actually be what's happening right here. We might actually be witnessing the give up. Double Fire Energy. They're probably going to attach one to Fez and Retreat, which would be a horrible idea because Iron Hand's sitting on that bench ready to take some lives. Pokégear surely gets us a boss here. A boss KO on Tepic would be actually phenomenal right now as we start setting up the Pikachu with a Metal Energy. But we get Metal Energy, Jolting Charge the Pikachu, and then have a way to deal with the Reshiram, take it to... Yeah, there's a couple of ways we can go about this, but I think the best way for us to do it would be to see our top deck. We get a Super Rod, and depending on what we get off this Pokégear, yeah, we're doing it. Yep, we're doing it. Okay, so we're going to attach this here. We're going to retreat this. We're going to go in with you. We're going to get rid of Varoom, because I would rather you not have a draw supporter. Do I care about the Tepid? No, I really don't care about the Tepid, because Embor's biggest thing is that they attach as many fire energy as they want from their hand, and that's not that big of a deal for me. But what is a big enough deal for me is you drawing more cards. So I know that's kind of weird to say after I just took the KO there, knowing damn well they have a Fezandipiti to use, but it's not as bad as it sort of looks. We can attach the Grass Energy right here. They're not taking a KO here with Reshiram, so we do have a extra bit of time to sort of deal with our situation. We can attach this here, Ultra Ball the hand away, maybe restart into a boss's orders or something. Maybe we grab a Latias and then attach the energy to Pikachu, get our Pikachu set up or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But there's definitely a way for us to get a good solid turn going right now. But the problem is that Reshiram is going to be hitting pretty hard late game. Why do people play two... Yo, y'all remember last video when the Gengar... Not the Gengar. Which one was it? Was this the same... No, this isn't the same guy. This isn't the same guy. Were y'all there last video when the dude played both of the balloons? I mean, like, I legitimately do not understand the purpose. Can somebody please go in the comments and tell me what the purpose of playing both of these? Well, they're gonna slash for 50 here, and that's not really gonna be anything of value. And we get the Psychic Energy, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away these two. We're going to grab a Latias. To get that free retreat. And then we could Super Rod both energy back in. I feel like that's not a horrible idea, considering we do play a couple of these. And then we can restart for 3. Maybe we grab Boss here, and we take the Boss KO on Tepic. That'd be kind of... I speak it, and it happens. Okay, so Boss KO on Tepic is going to get us another 2 prizes, and we have Crispin in hand to hit for 300. So, once again, Joltik Box being a brain-dead deck, I'm telling you, the hardest part about playing a deck in this format is not KOing yourself using Psychic Embrace while playing Gardevoir. That's the hardest part about Gardevoir. That is already the hardest deck to play in the format. This game is the equivalent of handing up, like, I don't know how to say it in ways that can really describe a perfect analogy. Other than this game is like the dumbest and most brain dead it's been in years. Like, actually the most crayon eating, Crayola munching, marker ink drinking format we've been in as long as I can remember. And their Reshiram is going to hit for KO, but it's not going to matter because we have Crispin to attach the energy. And no, we don't actually have Crispin. Never mind. I take that back. My fault, boss. Let me get Bloodmoon. Okay, we don't need the Crispin, I guess. I guess we don't need it. We're good. We're fine. You can go ahead, do it. Do it. Go ahead, do it. It's fine. Go ahead. Oh, we're gonna keep playing cards. Why are you wasting my time? Like, if this was at a regional, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be tossing the energy on the ground. Like, yo, I got it. I got a game in hand, boss. So, like, what do you got? Cause like what exactly do you plan to do here? There goes the gouging fire that you can't attach to. That's always great. Great to see. Earthen Vessel comes out. Also, by the way, Neo Upper Energy is spiking in price. If you guys don't have a Neo Upper Energy, make sure you buy one ASAP because it's like an $8 card right now. I have the stamped promo because I'm just like that, but I don't know if you guys do, so just be careful. Make sure that you're not getting price gouged. But Blazing Burst is gonna take KO. This dude thought he was really doing something. Let's go ahead and promote Pikachu, hit for 300, and that would be game. Joltik box being yet another deck to, I don't even need to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And 300 damage, whoop-de-doo. That's gonna be 2-0 right now with Joltik box. Brain dead ass deck, boss's orders ass deck. And yeah, that's gonna be it for game number 2. We are now 2-0 with Joltik box. Sorry for the difficulties with recording this video. Hopefully you guys understand. It's always the jankiest videos of mine that pop off for some reason. We're sitting at 5,000 views on Zoric right now with like an insane amount of love, so yo, don't look at my rank on this game. All right, I play this game to record and to test. That's it. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in game number 3. And not even 3 seconds afterwards, we're into game number 3. Now, damn, we got to pick the coin flip once. I don't like that. But either way, maybe we win. Maybe we win the coin flip. We go second, and then we can sort of get some nonsense going. But absolutely, we do not want to go first. That's all you, boss. I'm good. Let's see what we got right here. And we get an interesting start, to say the least. But you know what? It's not actually that bad when you think about it. I'm sorry, what? 3, Mulligan 3 with Goldengo? Oh no, that's rough. What is our out to Goldengo, though? Is Goldengo just like a L? Or like, do we have a way to deal with it? But we have 3 Pokégears in hand, so Nest Ball is going to grab us Miraidon. We can Ultra Ball for something. But yeah, we got a solid hand, and they start off with the Insta Pass. Is crazy. Alright, so Prime Catcher does actually come out right here. So we're going to Nest Ball here from Miraidon. And we're going to go ahead and use that to sort of get our ball rolling. We're going to bench the Pikachu just to show them that we have it, because we got it like that. Tandem Unit's going to grab us a Joltik and Iron... Actually, we're going to grab a Joltik and another Miraidon. Then we're going to Miraidon for Iron Hands. Let's grab the hands. Make sure that we don't miss on that. We're going to Earthen Vessel away one of our 2 Ultra Balls. We're going to grab a Lightning Energy and a Metal, because we can afford to spare those 2. So that's interesting. So I can't play Prime Catcher if they don't have anything on the bench. I should have probably known such things, but I don't. So I guess we'll just... that's rough. That's actually like kind of... Oh, that might have actually lost me the game. Not getting Latias down. That's rough. Anyway. Bench something maybe? Please? Please bench something so that way I can play the game. Which will then prevent you from playing the game. We got all those... There goes PAF and TM Evo. We got all those mulligans just for it to amount to nothing. Damn. That's something different. Do they have the energy? They play like 30. Oh? Why would you... Like, there's no point in even doing all that. Bro, just doing things to do it at this point, bro. I'm not even, like... There's the Ultra Ball. For Fezandipiti. You know, I'm cool with you taking a one prize KO. I'm alright with it. I'm not really too worried about it. Call for fam. Yo, my man. Yo, my man. My buddy misclicked. Buddy misclicked. Buddy misclicked. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all game 4. Moving on to the first game 4 of the channel after a terrifying misclick from the Goldengo player. That was sad to watch. I'm not gonna lie. As funny as it was, I kind of feel bad, and they're definitely gonna. Oh, we go second. All right, bet. So in the first game 4 of my channel's history, we grab a. This is one of the starts of all time. We need a Pokégear for something insane here. Then we do have Crispin, so we can just Miraidon for like Joltik Iron Hands, Crispin, do the shenanigans with the nonsense, and then deal with it later. Petron EX. Hairless Ooh, is this a poison package? Is this the poison package? I like it. I like it. I guess we'll see what we got going on. There's the Carmine. Grabs them an extra fresh 5. Extra fresh. Fresh with a PH. Would love to see it. Let's go ahead and see what they got going on. There's Secret Box. Damn, they want it that bad. You can get it, bro. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you no, but I'm also not going to take this beat and face it down. So, I regret to inform you, I do not plan on you having damage counters on your board. But you know what? Grab what you want, gang. 2 cards. There's the Nest Ball. What do you grab here? Like, Group on it. Squawk? Yo, stop. Stop playing cards, gang. Yo, are we good? Stop playing cards. Stop playing cards, gang. Yo, low-key pissing me off right now, bro. Can I play the game? This dude's whole turn is lasting about as long as that Goldengo match. You did all that just to poison. You did all that just for me to move this thing away. Okay, here we go. Tandem unit. Joltik Miraidon. Tandem unit. For Iron Hands, Pikachu. Pokégear gets us a Crispin. Our third Crispin, so that's not fun. Crispin is going to be played, though. And I guess we'll grab whatever one we have less of, right? I really don't want to leave 2 grass in there, so we'll just grab that. That can go onto you. This can go here. I can retreat that into you, and then we can go ahead and get our Miraidon set up to start taking some KOs. Not Miraidon, Iron Hands, sorry. So, you can go ahead, you can do all that poison nonsense all you want, boss. Go ahead, Monkey Dory to damage away. I'm gonna knock a couple of things out, and you're not gonna be very happy with it. Because I see a way to make this happen, and we do see the Roaring Moon. The Roaring Moon does hit the bench, but I'm not really too entirely scared about it because I do have Pikachu EX that hits for 300. But the problem is if that their Petron does take another damage, another turn of damage from poison, they can Monkey Dory the damage off, knock out the Joltik, and start getting some movement done. They can also Monkey Dory some of the damage off of the Petron to move it onto the Pikachu EX to make sure that the Resolute Heart ability does not actually activate. So let's go ahead and see what they do here. Probably going to be 20 onto the Pikachu. No, they put it onto Miraidon because they're dumb and stupid and stinky, and they don't know how to play the game properly. This is what I'm talking about. The boss orders does actually come out right here, so they're probably going to boss up the Miraidon to try and take another 2-prize KO, but I do have the Grass Energy in hand to be able to retreat this thing out of the active spot, so they're going to be doing a whole lot of damage for absolutely nothing. And we are going to get the attach retreat off pretty comfortably. Although I do not enjoy losing all of this energy, which is why I'm going to be using... do I ever play Lillie's Clefairy here? I don't think I ever do that. I think I just tandem unit, see what's left in the deck. Okay, okay, we're good. Just wanted to take a look and see what we had. So we are going to be able to take a 2-prize KO here. And I think we attach the energy capsule here because that is going to allow us to hit for Squawkabilly EX numbers a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and do this. Take the 2 prize cards right here. Earthen Vessel, Nest Ball. Nest Ball gets us Latias to be able to get the retreat off. And I guess we'll go ahead and see what we got right here. Maybe we grab a boss's orders off the top of this deck here. Nest Ball for Fez never feels terrible to be able to try and draw into boss's orders. Professor Sada does actually get played right now. We could also maybe grab an Iron Leaves to take the KO onto Roaring Moon, which would actually feel fantastic. And that would be a great way to sort of close the game out. But we have a couple of ways to do this. But I guess we'll sort of see how the vibes go. Because in order to do that, I would need to either top deck the Iron Leaves, find it some way, somehow. Yeah, there would have to be a miracle to be able to get that off. A G-Max miracle, if you will. There's the regular attach onto Roaring Moon. Do you just have everything that you need like that? Do you just have it like that? I don't think you do. There's no way you have it like that, right? You've already played the Sada. You've went... No, you don't. Do you? Maybe? Oh, you have the Petron EX on the bench. Forgot what that does. Fantastic. So, Frenzied Gouging is gonna... No, Calamity Storm. There goes my energy. But fear not, because we can just Super Rod all that back in, right? Like, I'm not really the most concerned about that. Let's see what's top deck here. Prime Catcher. Doesn't matter, because they have Petron EX. Let's go ahead and Super Rod. Put those back in. I think we have the other Iron Hands. I hope I'm not lying. Let's get set up. No, we don't. Okay, great. So, did we get Crispin to sort of load up Pikachu? because Pikachu can't get knocked out in one hit. Right, so let's try and get the Pikachu set up. We'll go ahead and put one here, one here. We'll put one of these here, and then another one here. Just to... Why didn't I put it on the other Miraidon? This question, but whatever. Whatever. I am a silly goose with zero ability to play this video game, and I hate my life. Welcome to the I Am Guardian channel, where I misplay profusely, and like, why didn't I just Super Rod in the Iron Hands? I already used Tandem Unit earlier. I know I don't have the other pieces, so why did I not just do the smart... Actually, I have Prime Catcher KO on Roaring Moon. Right? Because they're going to take just one prize card here. I take out the Roaring Moon. They don't have access to any other real option. I could also attach an energy to Miraidon to hit the KO. Actually, no, I'm not going to be able to. Do they have 30 HP on that? No, they don't. They only have 20. Okay. I could Prime Catcher into the Miraidon, swing into the Squawk. I think that might be a game plan here. Swing at the Squawk for 220. They take a KO. Right, because that was a single prizer. They can't boss this for a KO. Actually, yeah, they can. Bench Latias. Maybe we have to go for the Pikachu KO here. Let's grab a Metal Energy. Right, because it never feels great, but I don't have a choice. So we're going to take out the Roaring Moon here with Pikachu. Crispin. Grass Metal. Attach that there. Man. Swing for 300 into the Roaring Moon. Take a 2-prize KO there. And I guess I kind of have to hope that they don't have anything of value in their hand. But I guess we'll definitely find out here. We are going to get an Grass Energy Iono. That doesn't help me too much. Do they have a way to knock out the Miraidon? Because they aren't going to be able to take any extra damage this turn. They'll have to generate a single damage counter off with Petron. Because that's the only way they're going to be able to do anything. And the Miraidon only has 20 HP left, so I think that they're going to be off by just 10 damage. Which is rough. That's definitely rough. But that's how it happens. Petron EX could come in and hit really hard. But the problem there is, I Oko it with Miraidon. There's Fez. Flip the script. Do you get anything there? Professor Sada. Okay. That's cool, I guess. You get an energy on the Brubonnet. You drew an extra couple of cards. Do you have a way here? Because I do. Actually, I need a boss. I need boss's orders to make it happen. Otherwise, my Pikachu just sits here for a turn. Okay. Do I ever top deck boss here and just ever have it like that? A Genebrain, the 10 damage onto Miraidon, probably. Yeah, they don't want this Miraidon to live, baby. So, man, I gotta get boss here. I have to get one of my 4 copies of boss off this top deck. Let me see it. Yo. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Bring that ass here. Love it, love it. I know we play 4 boss, but that's the way to close out a game, baby. We are 4. What was that? 4-0? Are we really 4-0 right now? Are we 4-0 with Joltik box? I think we are, baby. I think we're 4-0 with Joltik box. And we have Arceus with Joltik box. I'm not proud of saying that, but hey, you know, we got to do what you got to do, baby. I'll catch you guys on Wednesday with something better.